Hey Cancer, welcome to your March love video general reading. This is going to be for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. For those of you who don't know, who are new to the channel, every single month at the beginning of the month I do a love reading. I do a mid-month love update at the middle of the month. And then every single week I do forecasts, readings for each zodiac sign for career, money, family life, spiritual growth, all that good stuff, all the other very important parts of life. So if you want to know about more than just your love life, check out those videos on this channel after this one. But let's jump right on in, Cancer, and see what is going on for you guys in the area of love for the month of March. All right, I'm seeing a little bee. I'm seeing a little bee flying around for our Cancer friends. So some of you may be very busy. Some of you may be having someone pursuing you. That sometimes in my love readings is a symbol of someone finding you, someone happening to just kind of stumble upon you, and just somebody might be making a beeline towards you, Cancer. But let's see what the cards have to say. All right, so, oh, and I don't do reversals. Probably had the deck upside down anyway because I don't shuffle for reversals. All right, my lovelies. So, your first card here is Queen of Water, and sure enough, you know, some of you are finding yourself your Queen of Water. Those of you who are seeking or searching out a feminine for a partner, or those of you who are a feminine, you are calling in, you know, somebody who is going to be seeing you as their feminine life partner. For me, Queen of Water, King of Water, those tend to be marriage cards for me in my readings. Each reader has different relationships with different cards, and certain cards will have certain meanings, so every reader is different. But for me, usually when I see this is letting me know that you're coming into a very strong, powerful energy. Also, Cancer, you are a water sign, so regardless, Queen of Water coming up for you, whether it's a love reading or whatever it might be, it's letting you know that you are coming into that Cancer energy, that water energy. You're coming into all of the really positive aspects of it, right? So you're reaching your full potential, in other words. So Cancer, I feel a lot of you in March, not just in love life, but just who you are as a person within like your own kind of goals and things that you're going for. You're reaching a prime. You're coming into this accomplishment. You're coming into this confidence. You're coming into just getting things together, like getting your life together and being ready for so much more than what you have been dealing with. Intuitively, I am hearing, Cancer, some of you have been dealing with cheating. You are recovering from having been cheated on, or for you it has felt like it has been this never-ending cycle. Like, oh, that always happens to me. It always happens to me. I always get the cheaters or the liars, or I always get the gold diggers, or I always get the lazy ones, or whatever it might be. You're breaking out of that energy. You're breaking out of that pattern, and you're coming into just really being in your strength and in your power, and you are attracting people who see you for that powerful person that you are, and who are wanting to respect you, who are wanting to step up and to offer you the respect and the level of commitment that you deserve. So this is a turning point for you, Cancer. This is a turning point for you where you are leveling up about the energy in your love life, right? Like you're upgrading even within your potential or your partners. You know, some of you maybe are in an existing relationship and there might not be cheating going on, you know, but whatever the case, you are stepping up in your love energy in a way where you are calling respect towards yourself, appreciation towards yourself, and that loving, nurturing that you've been doing for others, you are going to begin receiving in return, many of you Cancers. We have Queen of Air, okay? So some of you may be dealing with an air sign, or some of you may have air in your moon or in your rising. I don't know why, my dears, but the second I turned this card, I heard the word mother. I heard the word mother. But in sense of like kind of a period of growth, where maybe this is why you're coming into your Queen of Water power. Maybe some of you are standing up to a mother or maternal figure, or a mother-in-law or a soon-to-be mother-in-law, and you're just kind of showing up and you're saying, look, in a polite way, obviously, I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. Like, I'm here, right? Like, your child or whatever has chosen to be with me. I have good intentions. I'm a good person. You're going to have to deal with it. Or maybe to your own mother or mother figure. Like, the person I have chosen isn't going anywhere. Like, we're together. We're going to be dealing with this. So some of you may be overcoming in a very firm but yet, like, respectful, peaceful way. Overcoming any kind of drama from like, family coming in. And I know Cancer family is very important for you. So it would be very difficult to be in a situation with someone if you felt like their family or your family was causing drama. And some of you have been having that going on, but you're shutting it down. You're shutting it down. You know, maybe some of you have been wanting a family for a very long time, or you've been wanting to, like, find a life partner, somebody who's going to take you into their family, and maybe you had a lot of insecurities about yourself and you thought nobody was going to want you or accept you into their family, and you're overcoming that. Some of you are just overall getting over a very critical voice in your head who's been giving you a hard time. All right? Other ones of you, what I'm hearing intuitively, this is kind of like an instruction manual, and I'm going to explain what I mean by that. You're headed for this Queen of Water energy, but before you can get into Queen of Water, you got to go into Queen of Air mode. And Queen of Air, even though sometimes it can be a critical or like a harsh personality, it can definitely be a positive energy for ourselves to embody when we are trying to get our life in order. So sometimes for me, Queen of Air could also be having to come in and cut certain people out of your life. Anybody who is wasting your time. Some of you Cancers are having people like coming out of the woodwork in March. Like, you know, people that you were hanging out with back in the day, or people that you dated for a while and they kind of disappeared. Don't be surprised if your phone starts blowing up, especially those of you who are single Cancers. Don't be surprised if you're like, wow, like this person's showing up again and this person's showing up again. And as Queen of Air, you know, you are like, nope, not going to happen. Like, we're not going to do this song and dance again. You're not going to come back and talk to me for a couple of weeks and then disappear again. So you're clearing that energy. You're cutting out that dead weight because you're coming into that Queen of Water energy. You're coming into that respect, that stability, that real long-lasting kind of energy there. All right, so next we have, oopsie. Oh my goodness, Cancer, I love this. I just got chills. I just got chills. I love this card. Okay, 10 of Fire is a very powerful card. It means something is coming to an end in a good way. But I love so much the way that the artist in this deck shows it. Because you see this woman here, right? And she's got these like 10 pieces of paper that are just flying around her, okay? This is about burning up any old past life contracts. So a lot of people come to me and they're like, you know what? I feel like I'm under some past life spell, or I feel like there's some curse on my family. And I always explain that what happens much of the time is that we inherit certain energies, or we inherit certain dysfunctions from our bloodline. And sometimes we come into this lifetime bringing in unresolved things from past lifetimes, from previous lives. And so you are breaking out of all of that, Cancer. You are just, you know, when you burn something, it's gone forever. It can't come back, right? And that Queen of Air about like setting boundaries and getting like that riffraff out of your life. 10 of Fire is showing right now and confirming it so hard that if there's been an ex you haven't been able to get rid of, this is it. You're coming into the energy where you're getting rid of them. Or if there's somebody you've been having a hard time getting over, this is it. This is the month you're getting over them. If you have a relationship that you're really trying to save and there's been an issue that you guys have been struggling with, you haven't been able to find the solution, this is the month that you're finding the solution, and you're just kind of just being done with it once and for all, and being able to get over that hurdle or that obstacle. Whatever your biggest monster was in love, this is it. You're defeating it. That's a very exciting energy. Now, I typically don't turn to the booklets when I do card readings because I have a good idea of what the cards mean, and I also read intuitively. But this particular deck, she has really great little affirmations for each one of the cards. So because this is such an important turning point for you guys spiritually, and I know not everybody can go to an energy healer right now, not everybody can afford a private reading, I'm just going to read the affirmation from the book, okay? And this is something that you can maybe, you know, pause and write down and say to yourself for the month of March. Those of you who've been really trying to heal from something or be done with something that's been negatively influencing your love life, okay? So the card is about burning away, releasing excess, ending, you know, clearing away for new beginnings. And the affirmation part says, I may be overcommitted and have taken on too many burdens. In this moment, I do the work of decluttering my life. All that I release will take new form and serve the greater whole, but I no longer need to hold on to it simply because it once seemed to have value for me. I thank it for what it did for me, but say goodbye to the emotions, relationships, and situations that I realize do not belong in my life anymore. Those are powerful words, my darlings, okay? If you want to like turn it into a little ceremony for yourself and have a white candle and burn some sage and light your candle and say your affirmation, more power to you. I love to do affirmation work in that way, but it doesn't have to be that way if that doesn't resonate with you, or if you can't have candles or sage where you're living right now. But those are very powerful words, and those of you who are working to get over some obstacle in your love life or just your life in general, write that down. You know, go back, listen to it, slow it down, pause, write it down, and then every single day read that to yourself. First thing in the morning when you wake up, last thing at night before you go to bed, okay? Reprogram yourself that way. Put that energy out there so that you can just be free. Look at her. She's like, poof, gone, poof, gone, poof, gone. I am done. I am free. So you can definitely call in that energy for yourself as well, my Cancers. Four of Earth. Alrighty, my darling. So as you're doing this, some of you have somebody who doesn't want to let you go. Some of you have a very, very sticky attachment, okay? Four of Earth could be possessiveness. Four of Earth could be somebody who is really holding on to you for selfish motive or selfish gain. That seems to be an ongoing theme for many of the signs in the month of March. I think something is going on with the energies, especially the 2019 energy, because so many of us are manifesting and overcoming blocks right now because the energy is so perfect for it. So a lot of us are dealing with the old energy that doesn't want to see us go. So some of you are having that. Some of you, it's like yourself, you're being very guarded. You're getting rid of the stuff that doesn't work for you anymore. And once it's gone, you're still kind of like in that shell-shocked energy where you're afraid to let your guard down or let anybody new in. So some of you are doing a really good job clearing and making the way. And then some of you are having a really, really hard time letting somebody new in, okay? If you're having this happen with yourself, you know, you can, again, give yourself affirmations. It's safe for me to love. The more that I love, the safer I am. You know, call on Archangel Michael as your protector, as your bouncer, as your doorman to, you know, only filter in people with good intentions into your life and work on manifesting this, you know, so that you can do this. Other ones of you are dealing with a person who's not letting you in emotionally, and I don't like that for you. Some of you are dealing with someone that they know how important this emotional intimacy is for you, and they might be very closed off. It's almost like they're withholding it. It's almost like they're making you work really hard for them to open up or for you to get to know them. And that's not a good thing. That's not a good thing. So remember, you're breaking the old cycles. You're breaking anything that makes you feel neglected or anything that makes you feel left out in the cold. So some of you are going to be breaking another cycle here with somebody that's making you feel left out in that way. You know, that's not a positive energy. You don't want that. For some of you, this is just saying that as you're going out and you're getting rid of all of these old energies and you're really ready to throw yourself full force into a current relationship, relationship or into calling in somebody new. 4 of Earth sometimes can let us know easy does it. You know, don't be so quick to, you know, jump the gun. Don't be so quick to try to like claim somebody or set something down in stone. Just go with the flow. 4 of Earth is encouraging you to go with the flow and whatever is happening. If there's an existing relationship, if you're getting to know somebody, just try to go with the flow and don't work against yourself or against it. Next card here is patience. See, that's confirmation right there. It's coming together, Cancer. It's just going to take a little bit more time. And people get mad when they hear that because they say, oh, I've been single for, you know, 10 years. Or, oh, I've been, you know, dealing with this issue for 10 years or whatever it may be. Yes, it might suck to hear patience. It's going to take a little bit more time. But the positive aspect here is what's different now than before is that you are finally clearing out that stagnant, stuck, low vibration energy that was blocking you. Okay? It's kind of like if you were driving on the freeway and you got stuck in a traffic jam and you've been sitting in that car and the freeway's been like a parking lot for an hour and you're just like screaming like, oh my God, like, can't we just like get moving? It's driving you crazy being stuck there. What happens when it really finally starts moving up again? When the, you know, road workers get whatever was blocking the road out of the way. Say some truck was driving and they dropped a ladder off their truck, and then so police had to stop the traffic from going forward so they can get the blockage off the road. And sometimes that takes time, and you're sitting there like in this parking lot. And now that the block is out of the way and the police have opened up traffic so you guys can start moving again, it doesn't go from 0 to 60 like that, like flat. When the traffic starts moving, it's slow moving. But what happens is that it gets faster and faster and faster and faster. And before you know it, you're going that full speed. You're going that regular speed. So it doesn't mean that there's not going to be progress while you're waiting. It means that what is happening in stages. So that's the difference between waiting from before and waiting this time. Before you were waiting because nothing was happening. Now you're waiting for things as they're finally moving forward. Okay, like there's progress happening this time around. Let's pull your angel message card and see what's coming up there. And don't forget to check out your moon sign and rising sign videos, guys, because a lot of weeks or a lot of months that can add extra information for you and your situation depending on where your planetary placements are. But let's check out your angel message card here. All right, my lovelies. Ooh, finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now, okay? So some of you are dealing with somebody who maybe has not moved forward as quickly as they would like because their finances are not in order right now, or they have like judgments or debts or things they have to pay back. Somebody might be dealing with some child support issues that they're trying to get caught back up on, and they're trying to do the right thing, right? I feel some of you are dealing with a person who is turning their life around and who's becoming a better person. And as a part of that, they're trying to have healthier relationships and be a better person for you in the relationship. But they're also trying to be a better person and handle whatever they haven't been handling till now. And so finances might be taking them some time to get caught up on as they're trying to catch up and be responsible and do the right thing. Another message I see with finances and career, when this card comes up in love readings, is that you might be putting way too much pressure on yourself about where you are in your life and in your financial situation. Like you might be telling yourself that nobody's gonna want you because you have school loan debt, or nobody's gonna want you because you don't own a car, or nobody's gonna want you because of like whatever, where you live. And this card is letting you know you're putting way too much importance on that, because the right person for you is looking for you. They don't care about, you know, your school loan issue or whatever. They don't care about if you have a car or not. They're not dating you, or they're not getting to know you for those reasons. So some of you need to remind yourself that even though financially, things might not be exactly where you want them to be in your love life right now, you still 100% are deserving of love. Okay, you 100% are deserving for love. Some of you have also just been so busy making a living, just making ends meet, that you haven't been allowing enough time to get out there and to meet people, to do things that are fun, where you're going to meet people who have common and shared interests with you. So some of you have been so busy making a living that you haven't had time to live or to make a life, right? Sometimes that is the message with this card as well. And that could even be, you might already be in a relationship. You might already be living with somebody, but you all might be so busy working and paying bills that you're not making time for each other. And so Cancer, this is the month to get back into that water energy, to get back into the emotions, to get back into the connection, to get back into the safety of love, and to just toss out of the door anything that's been blocking you, anything that's been slowing things down for you. For some of you, it may be you're tossing out of the door a person. For some of you, it could be where you're just kind of at the end with somebody, but who's been very toxic or dishonest or cheating or whatever it might be. But for other ones of you, it could just be just things within yourself, insecurities, things of that nature. You know what's been blocking you. You know what's been eating away at you. You know what's been bugging you. And this is the month where you're clearing it out of the way so you can have that healthy, happy, to the fullest love life that you deserve. So that's very exciting, my darlings. You may need a private reading. I am still accepting private readings, guys. There's a Calendly link in the description if you want to set one of those up. Unfortunately, at the moment, I am booked until May. I'm very, very sorry. But I'm going to try to move as quick as I can to hopefully get caught up faster, or to be able to open up faster. My Patreon people, you guys are still getting in on your monthly readings. You're not going to have to wait 2 months. I have time set aside for my Patreon people. But again, guys, I thank you so much for liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. Thank you for being here. Thank you for letting me be part of your journey. And don't forget to check out your weekly forecast for whatever's happening in your life outside of love. There's a whole other part of life other than just love life. So don't forget to check out those videos as well. They're free and they're waiting for you. Okay, my loves? Take care.